Welcome Wizards and Warriors to the second part of the past update. Of course, yesterday we looked at the prehistoric cards, and today we are looking at the Ninja Dynasty cards. Time Sorcerers has taken us a little bit ahead in time to the Ninja Dynasty, and we have 6 cards for you guys. I hope you like them. Let's get straight to it. First spell of this update is Studied the Blade. A 3 lifespan spell. You place it on any card. While active, you are allowed 5 cards in your hand, and all of your opponents can only have 3. Where, on placement, they must immediately take 1 card in their hand and put it back into their pile. And for 3 turns, that is a huge advantage that you have against everybody. Of course, if you magnet to your team, you can then have the 5 cards. On the theme of learning, we have the Training Dojo, 6 HP, and at the end of your turns, all of your cards will gain damage equal to 6 minus the number of non-spell cards on your team, with a minimum of +1 damage. So if you were just training one other card, that is 6 minus 2, so this card would be gaining 4 damage at the end of every turn, of course, as long as this is alive. The more cards on your team, the less damage that everyone is going up. So here I have 5 cards, 6 minus 5 is 1, so they all gain 1 damage at the end of every turn. And if you have more than 6 cards, it will just be +1 damage to everyone on your team, because it's a minimum of 1 damage. And the wise master running the dojo, teaching people about the blade, is of course the Snail Sensei. 8 HP, 1 damage with the Lotus Flower. When you get hit, flip a coin. If it's heads, you only take 1 damage. If it's tails, you only take 2 damage. You cannot take more damage than that. But all healing for this card is halved. It works exactly as it sounds. You get hit with something like 20 damage, you then flip a coin and it will become 1 damage or 2 damage. Of course, this ability does not work if you're frozen, and any guaranteed hits will ignore this ability. However, there are some downsides, like for instance, anyone hitting you with 0 damage will then get to flip and end up dealing damage to you. On top of, you gain no benefit from things that can block or dodge damage. You will always be getting hit anytime you are attacked. It's just that when you get hit, it turns into 1 or 2 damage. On top of, all of your healing is halved. Some of the tools the ninjas are using are, of course, the Seeking Shurikens. 3 lifespan spell. You place it on any card. The next time they attack, they have +1. And the time they attack after that, they have +2 damage. And the third time they attack after playing this, they have +3 damage. Now, this damage can go to a different target to who you're hitting, and it scales with your damage. So you play it onto a card, and next time they attack, I can do 3 damage to this card, and the extra 1 damage can go to any other card, so I can have it hit this Robo-Crow. Of course, then the second time attack, I have 3 damage and I have an extra 2, which I can split if I would like, or I can have the full 2 damage go to here. And the third time I attack, I have triple damage on top of this 3, so the third shurikens that I'm shooting will be tripled. So I have an extra 9 damage to my 9 damage, so I can deal 9 damage, and I have 9 shurikens that I can split however I choose. You could deal 1 extra damage to 9 different cards, you could deal 4 and 5, split it however you want. That's the shurikens. The second tool, and the second to last card, is of course the Carryover Katana. Permanent lifespan spell, placed on any card. When you kill a card, any leftover damage can be moved to one other card. Again, very simple. If I had 20 damage here with the Carryover Katana, I could deal 7 damage here, and I have 13 damage left, which I can hit another target with. You cannot keep hitting targets, it's just 1 extra target, takes all the rest of the damage. And sneaking his way into the game, the last card is, of course, Ninja Tim. 3 HP, 4 damage with a sneaky strike. Tim is completely hidden from all cards that haven't seen him attacked, similar to the Monkey King. But killing a card will hide you from everyone. However, every other kill will not hide you. Spells can only be played on him if the team has a card that has seen Ninja Tim attack. So if Ninja Tim was to hit the Minotaur, it doesn't kill him, so now this team, everyone who was present when the attack was made, is able to hit Ninja Tim, because if he's low HP, he's probably going to die. However, if he kills somebody, everyone who did see him no longer can see him. It's not like a Minotaur which hits every card, does not see him either. There is no way to attack him until that happens. But of course, the second time you kill a card, it will not hide you, so you're almost guaranteed to kill him at some point. On top of the fact that Mystic Eye will immediately make him visible to all players, and when you play Watchtower, if your opponent ever draws a card, every time they draw a card, Ninja Tim is visible to everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed these cards. Tell me what you think about them in the comments below, and come back tomorrow because the Time Sorceress is taking us to Western themed cards, where there will be 5 new cards and 2 skins. I'll see you all tomorrow.